Tonight, a grim day for New South Wales in their fight against COVID. And the York Peninsula Field Days returns for another year.
From our 7 Spencer Golf Studios, your nightly news with John Hunt begins now.
Good evening. New South Wales has today recorded its deadliest day of the pandemic so far, with 15 people losing their life to COVID. It's more positive news for Broken Hill's outbreak, with no locals in hospital and most cases linked.
Another tragic milestone coming as case numbers trend down. Of those who passed away with COVID yesterday, only 1 was fully vaccinated, 4 were from regional areas. We have 5 new cases in Broken Hill. The source of infection for just 1 is under investigation.
That gives us some comfort that actually it's not spreading to new households. That would be a concern.
This week, 3% of Far West LHD staff will be put on leave after failing to meet the health worker vaccination deadline.
If you look at our volunteers and what have you, we've got about 1,000 people. So 7 really puts into perspective. It's a very small number.
Meanwhile, the reopening roadmap continues. Local businesses are preparing to open in a changed world next month, but there's concern over JobSaver and the COVID disaster fund being wound back.
People aren't going to spend their money when they don't know when their next pay is coming in. People won't spend their money when they don't know when their next lot of support's coming in.
Health is working through revised rules for casual and close contacts, but the Broken Hill Small Business Association has been told venues of concern will still need to close and undertake deep cleaning.
Naturally, that's costs, and that's money that businesses don't have.
More exposure sites were added this afternoon. Visit the New South Wales Government website for more information. Lachlan Itter, 7 Spencer Golf News.
Firefighters were met with tall flames at a blaze in South Broken Hill last night. Crews called to Eyre Street at 5:45, where they found a caravan alight. Flames caused minor damage to the neighbouring home, while the caravan was extensively damaged. 3 trucks quickly responded, with locals thanked for raising the alarm.
It's always good to get those multiple 000 calls, because we get the update as we're responding to the scene.
Police are investigating the cause, which is being treated as suspicious. Nobody was injured. Port Augusta locals have been getting a taste of nature this week, with fur seals travelling up the Gulf. However, locals are worried about their safety after reports of children being seen throwing objects at the animals.
With the spring weather warming up the water, seals are returning to Port Augusta. Residents citing the marine mammals on a regular basis since the start of September.
Sort of always been up here, generally around this time of year, but this year there's been about 4 sitting there, which is unusual to see 4 at once.
However, they are being hassled from above. Multiple residents have reported children throwing rocks and litter at the seals when crossing the Joy Beluth Bridge. The continuing problem upsetting those looking to protect the animals.
Show them a bit of respect. They're in their environment, and when you go there, you're visiting their environment.
The seals resting on various buoys and pontoons placed to divert local marine traffic from the ongoing bridge construction.
Just over my shoulder here, just at the start of the new bridge. They're doing construction of the new bridge as well, so they're not really getting hassled by that, and they're just sitting on those pontoons and that down there.
The current situation a repeat of history. Port Augusta animal control officers having to relocate young seals in 2015 because onlookers were disturbing them.
Please don't harm the animals, show them respect and just observe Mother Nature.
Edward McCarroll, 7 Spencer Golf News.
The York Peninsula Field Days event has returned for another year, showcasing all things agriculture over 3 massive days. Despite the looming threat of COVID, the CEO says organisers are more than happy with the turnout.
An event you wouldn't want to miss.
It's been going really well. Today, unfortunately, is sold out, which means we're expecting a good crowd. The weather's perfect and the exhibitors are excited, so we're looking for a really good day today.
On its second day, the York Peninsula Field Days reached capacity, with around 5,000 people passing through the gates. While COVID restrictions forced the event to be scaled back this year, organisers say they couldn't be happier with the turnout.
You know, we pinched ourselves in the office every day leading up to it for the last fortnight thinking, can we pull this off? And fortunately, the weather is beautiful today, and we're just so pleased to see so many people here.
New Holland is just one of around 475 exhibitors, today recognised as the best tractor and farm machinery site at the Field Days.
It's an important event for us, and we spend a lot of time and a lot of effort to put on a good display.
And it's not all just about agriculture, with custom kegs showcasing some of their best wine barrel furniture.
I've got esky tables, heater tables, wine racks and cabinets, storage boxes, sofa lounges, and I do offer a custom service. If you can draw it and I can understand it, I'll have a crack at it.
The Field Days wrap up tomorrow. You'll need to get in fast and secure your ticket, which can be found online at their website. Katrina Musson, 7 Spencer Golf News.
Still to come tonight, residents voiced their concerns about a proposed dog park in Port Lincoln. And Spencer Gulf cities released their state election policies. Welcome back. Plans for an off-leash dog park in Port Lincoln have been met with some pushback from locals. A community information session was held at the proposed site last night, with residents gathering to make their views known.
A plan to build an open space for Port Lincoln dog owners to let their pooches run free. But not everyone is thrilled with council's plans.
I'm not happy with the plans. They were just put on our lap, more or less, and told that is what's going to happen.
The Nelson Square proposal coming under scrutiny at a community meeting. Some residents want the landscape of the park to stay as it is.
Division of the park. I want the park to be maintained in its entirety, in perpetuity, for future generations.
There have been calls for a dedicated off-leash dog park in the city for years, including a signed petition back in 2016. Mel Mortimer, who has lived in the area for nearly 60 years, says the council hasn't given residents enough notice.
A fortnight's notice to say that they wanted the plans finished and the development they want to do finished by the 31st of December.
Others calling for an upgrade to the park's playground facilities instead.
I've asked to have another meeting called and have our plans put to them so they can go through them and be honest with us.
Dylan Smith, 7 Spencer Golf News.
Whalers Way has reopened to the public today, just in time for the start of the school holidays. The popular tourist site has been closed for a number of weeks due to Southern Launch's multiple attempts to blast their first rocket into space. Visitors are being reminded to head to the Port Lincoln Visitor Information Centre to purchase a permit before entry. The mayors of the 3 Spencer Gulf cities have released their wish list for next year's state election. They're calling for increased intergovernmental communication and a plan to fix the region's housing crisis.
It's a document asking for help to support the growth of the Upper Spencer Gulf. The mayors of Port Pirie, Port Augusta and Whyalla releasing their platform ahead of next year's state election.
It would be vitally important that we let the government of the day know exactly what we need to do to develop our own community. So we developed a strategy.
The document covers 4 main topics: intergovernmental collaboration, the housing crisis, education and livability. They're seeking a commitment from candidates that they'll work with the mayors on the issues if elected.
We could tell the government what we have in plan and how much we would appreciate working with them to achieve their goals. It has been well received. We have a regular meeting on a quarterly basis with the Premier.
The group is keen to tackle the sometimes negative perception of the 3 cities due to the degree of heavy industry activity. The member for Stewart says he is keen to work with the mayors to reach the goals outlined in the platform document.
The Spencer Gulf mayors and councils work very well together, as I do with them, and I think it's great that they're on the front foot and saying exactly what it is that they are looking for.
Mark Zita, 7 Spencer Gulf News.
Police and community members have paused today to remember those officers who have died in the line of duty. Services were held across the country, with strong turnouts also recorded at memorials here in the Spencer Gulf.
An opportunity to remember those who never made it home from work. Port Augusta Police today honouring their fallen colleagues for National Police Remembrance Day.
Today is a day where we celebrate National Police Remembrance. It's a time when we come together to reflect on the sacrifices that police have made in the line of duty.
Held out the front of the local police station, the event hosted both current and former members of the force.
I think it's absolutely critical that people will understand and show respect for people that help us every day.
Representatives from the Port Augusta RSL and Country Fire Service were also in attendance for the solemn occasion, with the Mayor and other dignitaries laying down wreaths to commemorate the fallen officers.
And people sometimes forget that these people that go out on night shift or go and tackle somebody that's in a bad way and could be threatened with their life or similar scenarios, is these people have families.
Similar services were held all across the state today to recognise the 61 South Australian police officers that have died while on duty. This year's ceremony also paying tribute to the 30-year anniversary of the death of Senior Constable Gordon James Loft.
Police are faced with dangerous situations where their lives are lost, and we want to celebrate and commemorate on this occasion and thank them for their sacrifices.
Edward McCarroll, 7 Spencer Gulf News.
Stay with us. A date for the return of Broken Hill cricket announced. And South Australian anglers asked to become citizen scientists this long weekend. The Barrier District Cricket League has unveiled its plans to get back on the pitch. Training will resume from the 11th of October, with the first ball expected on the 13th of November. The season is now set to be a round shorter than usual, but unvaccinated players and spectators won't be permitted until December.
We've got contingencies in place there where we can stage some night games, and of course that opens up a whole lot of possibilities as well.
With football season getting cut short, I think a few people sort of very still them competitive juices flowing, and there's probably a little bit of unfinished business, I suppose, for some people.
A men's representative game is unlikely to go ahead. Port Pirie Regional Council has reviewed their Community Assistance Fund. Among the changes, the seed funding for local projects, which was previously available for the same groups over a number of years, will now expand to include funding for new projects. Mayor Leon Stevens says it's a good move forward for the community.
We've got a new matrix now. It should be a lot easier to deal with, and other people will get opportunities to run other events in our community. So a good move forward, and it's just about doing some of the processing that council needs to do.
Anyone seeking more information can contact council. Recreational fishers across the Spencer Gulf are encouraged to donate their salmon frames this long weekend to science. The state government will use them for a research project, which is investigating how to sustainably manage the species.
Helping shape the future of the Australian salmon in Spencer Gulf waters. This long weekend, the state government is encouraging recreational fishers to hand some of their catch over for a citizen science project.
This is an important project to actually understand the sustainability of Australian salmon. And so we're really encouraging fishers to keep the carcasses from those fish.
It's aimed at helping researchers plan for sustainable management of the species. They're asking fishers to drop off their frames with head, tail and gut still intact to one of 6 participating tackle shops across the region.
It's just very much making sure that we don't overfish this species. It's a species that people like to target, but we just need to make sure that it is sustainable, make sure we're not overfishing it.
Recreational anglers will be rewarded with prizes such as fishing gear up for grabs. Researchers are looking to collect more than 350 frames in a bid to ensure there's plenty of fish in the sea.
It's important with all species that we manage them carefully to make sure we don't overfish them. We don't want to lose the ability to fish these species. We've seen in more recent years that snapper's been overfished.
Fishers have until October 31st to donate their frames. Mark Zita, 7 Spencer Gulf News.
The Port Lincoln Chamber of Commerce Business Excellence Awards are now open to the public for voting. More than 90 local businesses have been nominated for their efforts in the community, with a range of categories up for grabs.
Recognising businesses around the city for their hard work and contribution to the community. The Port Lincoln Chamber of Commerce receiving a record number of nominations.
So excited this year that we can go ahead with the Business Excellence Awards, and we've had over 98 businesses nominated this year, which is incredible.
9 categories are up for grabs, including the New Business Excellence Award. Life Club Gym, one of those businesses nominated.
Pretty cool, very exciting. It's a bit of a dream come true, just knowing how well we've done in our first year of business. It's really cool.
The COVID-19 pandemic, a difficult time for small business. However, civil celebrant Kyle Wicks is looking forward to a busy wedding season.
I cast my mind back to 12 months ago when we were legally only able to authorise weddings with 5 people. 12 months on, things are obviously improving with COVID, which we're really incredibly grateful for.
A new category also added to the mix.
Actually added a new category, which is the Resilience in Business Award, just to reflect those businesses who have done it tough over the last couple of years.
Mel Semler thanking the Port Lincoln community for their support.
Really been amazing. It's way better than what we thought it would ever do. So yeah, it's really, really cool.
The winners will be announced at the gala event on October 30. Dylan Smith, 7 Spencer Golf News.
Stay with us after the break. We will check what you can expect to pay at the Bowser this week. And I will have the latest details on what you can expect weather-wise. Hello again. We hope you enjoyed good prices at the Bowser while they lasted, because it's well and truly over. Prices climbing for a second week ahead of the long weekend. Lachlanetta has the details in this week's Fuel Watch.
No matter where you live or what your car runs off, fuel prices this week are pretty bleak. There's not a single price drop across our region. Taking a look at unleaded first, and Whyalla is the only town that gets a reprieve. Prices there unchanged at $1.53 a litre, but it's grim reading for other areas in the region. Port Lincoln jumping by almost 3 cents, also to $1.53. 2 cent increases in Port Augusta and Broken Hill bring prices there to $1.55 and $1.59 a litre respectively. Prices on the York Peninsula are looking pretty good compared to the rest of our region. Kadina just under that $1.50 mark. Port Pirie still the cheapest, now at $1.49 a litre. Prices in the city dropping down to $1.42, so be sure to top up if you're heading into Adelaide over the long weekend. Over to diesel, and there is nothing positive to be said here at all. Broken Hill atop the price ladder at $1.57 a litre. Port Augusta up to $1.54 thanks to a 2 cent jump. $1.51 in Whyalla and Port Lincoln, relatively small increases there. $1.48 in Port Pirie, and Kadina takes the cake at $1.46 a litre. Diesel prices in Adelaide are on par with parts of our region at $1.48, up 4 cents on last week. And this time around, not even auto gas drivers have been spared. Look at Kadina, all the way up to $1.08 a litre. Port Augusta also edging upwards to $1.05. Whyalla, which has been the cheapest place to fill the tank for a number of weeks, going up to 99 cents, a 7 cent jump. That leaves Broken Hill as the best option across our region. Port Lincoln, the top pick in SA. Now remember that these prices are the regional averages and do not reflect any one particular outlet. And if you do spot unleaded, diesel or auto gas cheaper, be sure to let us know on our Facebook page.
Turning to the weather now, and it was a wet one across the region today, with most places seeing a few showers. From 3 p.m. today, Port Augusta and Coober Pedy were 24, Whyalla was 21 degrees, Port Pirie 23, Port Lincoln hit 20 degrees, as was Adelaide, and Broken Hill recorded the region's high, hitting 25 degrees. Taking a look at the satellite image now, and cloud to the east of the York Peninsula is forming with a trough, bringing showers and thunderstorms. Further west, unstable southerly winds are pushing cloud and showers over coastal and near coastal areas. Clear and dry over the north with a ridge and dry air. Moving on to tomorrow's weather outlook now, and we'll start with the Gulf waters. Northwesterly winds turning southwesterly, reaching 15 knots. Seas will be less than a metre, and the swell will be south to southwest, also less than a metre. Looking at tomorrow's temperatures now, and showers are forecast for the Eyre Peninsula. Port Lincoln and Cleve will reach 18. Woodner is expected to top 23. Similar conditions further north. Wyre is set for a max of 21. Port Augusta also reaching 21. Kadina to top 19 degrees. Port Pirie a shower or two in 20. Clare a little cooler, expecting just 16. And Broken Hill will be 23 with a few showers. Taking a look further through the week now, and on Friday those showers will start clearing. Coober Pedy sunny in 26, Wyre 20. Port Lincoln and Kadina both 18. Adelaide will be 17 with some showers. Warming up on Saturday, Port Augusta partly cloudy in 28, Broken Hill 23. Coober Pedy will have the region's high, reaching 33 degrees. Woodner a shower in 28, Port Lincoln 20 degrees. And a mixed bag on Sunday. Port Augusta and Coober Pedy are both expecting 26, Wyre 24, Broken Hill 27. Showers in southern areas, Port Lincoln and Adelaide both expecting 19, Kadina set for 20. And that's the local news this Wednesday evening. Thanks for joining us. I'll have updates later, and we will return tomorrow at 7 p.m. Until then, on behalf of the team, enjoy your evening here on 7. Good night.